Hey guys, how you doing? I figured now's the greatest time as ever to, to do my walk away video and discuss why I walked away from the Democratic Party. I actually served on the Democratic Central Committee for Baltimore City, and the individuals who were in leadership, they actually did a great job. You have people like Angie Winder, who's a great community activist. Corinthia Barber, who's also a great community activist. How you doing? Who's also a great community activist. You have many individuals who, they're doing their best to get this city back on track. But quite frankly, I think there's a disconnect between the state and local party and then the state and federal party. And maybe there's not a disconnect at all. Maybe there's just supposed to be dysfunction. Now, I say this to say that the state and local party, there's a lot of distortion of how great Baltimore City is. And I'm born and raised Baltimore. I love, my city. But with the highest homicide rate in the country, or second highest per capita, but the highest homicide rate in the state, you can't say that we're just so great and so awesome and so this and so that. You have to caveat that. You have to say, all right, here are the challenges. A political party is nothing but a large marketing campaign, which is going to say, all right, here's why a person is this, here's why a person is that. But part of marketing is being a little bit truthful about the BS that you're trying to sell. And I was not seeing that truthfulness. But as I became a husband and a father, I was seeing some of that truthfulness being told by other political parties. And sadly, I was on the Central Committee, and so I couldn't outright support these things. And then two things happened. In 2019, you had two things happen. First, you had Trump. He called Baltimore, a rat-infested shithole or something like that. And people lost their craps. And I said, well, people just have Trump derangement syndrome. And that, kind of had its own little life for a moment. People started using that term. But another thing happened was that Biden started to lose on the Democratic primary. And I was like, maybe there's a little bit of hope out here yet. But then Biden in 2020 won the Democratic nomination for the state of Maryland. And this is the same Jim Crow Joe who supported the anti-drug sentencing act and all these other disparities. Meanwhile, his son was out here doing stuff. He was locking up people here in the black community. This is the same Biden behind the crime bill who some of my professors said, the crime bill had no relation to incarceration. That is false. This is the same Biden who has flip-flopped on most issues, who has failed as a senator, failed as vice president, the same Biden who pushed Obama to do the invitation homes, etc. This is the same Biden. And I said, no, there's no way I can support the Democratic Party and support Joe Biden in that regards. And so, you know what? I said, it's time to go. And so, after the Maryland primary, which I think was on June 5th, I said, all right, I made up my mind. I mulled over it for about 2 weeks. There was a big hoopla about resigning. I decided to resign from the party. I said, look, I can't do this anymore, from the Central Committee. And then I actually changed my voter registration, my party affiliation, on Juneteenth, which was a Friday of 2020, because I figured, hey, it's no better time than now to get away from this all. And so, I just had I had a come to Jesus type moment. Other things that pushed me to walk away was I became a husband, I became a father, I own a gun, I believe in low taxes, I believe in school choice. I don't believe in all this racialization, which is of everyday on thing, which is funny because a lot of my political studies actually focus on racial disparities, because I do believe there should be parity and equality in different things, and we need to give equal opportunity and equal equality, of which to reach things. But we don't need to have all these different, because I'm black and you white. No, everybody is just human. So anyways, guys, that was my walk away talk. Thank you.